Hello, and well, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, W. That was a bit of a cluster there. It just went into full screen on the capture card there briefly. But anyways, welcome to yet another Jurassic World Evolution video with a parody kind of WWE pay-per-view. This one is what was the working title for this one? Dino Survival. I could have thought of a better name, but I didn't. So play on Survivor Series. And I'm not sure. Wait, why did my rating go down now? What the hell's that all about? Okay, visibility. Or whatever that's all about. Essentially, this is like I was going to have this uploaded on the 15th of November. It's currently the 5th of November. But a video that I had in mind for the week before that upload would come to pass. Yeah, I guess it's not gonna do that now because, well, it would involve using the VR headset to play Resident Evil 7, and just too much hassle, don't know how it works, and just can't be asked, so it's kind of screwed up the schedule I'd wrought out for the rest of the year, because I was thinking what clips to use in a New Year montage, where is the point where it ends and whatever. So I don't know when this will be uploaded. It might be a week earlier. But anyways, there's not really much to see for, I mean, there's always the generic shit, but that's not the point here. The point is, we want dinosaur matches. We got dinosaur matches. This first match, which we'll get straight to the point for once, is to determine which carnivore will be the 5th member of Team Carnivore, which is the main event of this pay-per-view. That isn't a pay-per-view because nobody has to pay for it. But anyways, no altering of stats for this one, so I don't think Suchomimus stands much of a chance. Once you see the opponent, you'll understand why. I've also made the same mistake I seem to make all the time and not changing the damn settings. Gonna have to do that for the second match. Always a disaster recording these. So we got Suchomimus Vs Allosaurus. Basically, if you're not familiar with WWE's 5 Series thing, I can't even remember back when I used to watch wrestling. It was, I don't know, maybe I saw one of the points where they have these big tag team matches, Raw versus SmackDown. So essentially we're gonna have 2 matchups for the main event. Carnivores versus herbivores, have teams. Small herbivore versus small carnivore, and then the big main event with 5 large carnivores versus 5 large herbivores. So that's the general idea. But this pay-per-view will also have on the card 2 tag team matches, one of which will be to crown the inaugural tag team champions. And then there's another match which is what was the other match? A triple threat match for the Dino Championship, because the previous pay-per-view had a screwy finish. That was a non-finish because, well, Stegosaurus knocked out Spinosaurus, Ankylosaurus knocked out Indominus Rex, and can't have an elimination chamber match with 2 herbivores as the last one standing. So Spinosaurus is still the champion and will be taking on those 2 herbivores. Not in the main event, but that's going to be a match to determine who will be the Dino champion by the end of this pay-per-view. The funny thing is, all three of those contestants will also be in the main event. How long is this match gonna go on? They're just having a roaring contest without looking at each other. This always happens. Well, I'm not gonna stand for it. Also, you may have noticed when I you know, did a rundown of the card for this one, and no mention of a cage match, you know, the cage championship, if you've watched any of the other ones. That's because it would have way too many matches on the card, so left that one out for once. Here we go. See how well they match up. Well, clearly Albertosaurus has the advantage. But it could go either way, you never know. Oh! This one looks like they're gonna call it off inevitably. Ooh, that did a number on Suchomimus. This is like a martial arts thing, it'd be like, okay, this round goes to Albertosaurus. But no. That's not how it works here. Jesus Christ, did you see its head? Like it was about to twist right off. And now we play the waiting game yet again. So let me give you a rundown on the card while we wait for them to recover and then have round 2. Second match is going to be a tag team match. Not gonna say which dinosaurs are involved in the match. Well, most of these matches, but I mean, I've already spoiled the triple threat thing, but that was kind of you know, decided on that at the end of the previous one. Anyways, the next match after this match will be a tag team match. The winning team will go on to the next pay-per-view to challenge for the tag titles. The match following that will be a match for the tag titles, and then the match after that will be the triple threat for the Dino Championship. After that, 6 Dino elimination tag team match with the small carnivores and herbivores, and then the main event, which is the 6th match on the card, a 10 Dino elimination tag team match, Team Carnivore versus Team Herbivore. It's gonna be a long one, I just know it. It always is. It's just I'm not really in the right mood for this either. I'm just like, oh, here we go. It's like yesterday I spent probably 5 or 6 hours editing a friggin' video. It was horrible. Nice. But are they going to do anything? It's like, let's fight over here out of the water and into the frying pan. It's not looking too good for Suchomimus, but then again, that was kind of to be expected. But got capture mode. Oh, Suchomimus didn't even get in there. Oh, he didn't. Suchomimus, you were, well, not necessarily doing great. Does any carnivore look, you know, good? Taking down Suchomimus, the head always just makes it look awful. Suchomimus did have its moments. Suchomimus isn't going to be in the main event, it seems. I'm not sure what I'll have in mind for Suchomimus going forward. Suchomimus has been kind of hogging the spotlight through most of these. But Albertosaurus will go on to the main event to be the 5th and final member of Team Carnivore. Sorry, Suchomimus. I'll think of something for you to do in the next pay-per-view. I mean, you've been given many chances at the Dino Championship and come up short every time. Except that one time, but not really. I mean, it did take down a weakened Indominus Rex, you can't give it a Suchomimus on that, and one of the previous ones, but on that, always coming up short in fights. But anyways, gonna have a problem for Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus leading into the next match, because it is Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus versus the Chasmosaurus brothers to determine which tag team will go on to the next pay-per-view to challenge the inaugural tag team champions. That will be determined in the match following that. But anyways, on with that. Ceratosaurus, having lost your chance to potentially become one of the inaugural tag team champions, how do you feel? We would be in the tag title match if it wasn't for that idiot, Majungasaurus. But now that we have a chance to face whoever becomes the tag champions, all I have to say is the same thing I said last time. As long as that idiot stays out of my way, I'll win this match, and I'll also win the titles at the next pay-per-view. So Majungasaurus, stay the hell out of my way and we'll get those titles. That's all I gotta say about that. And we're back at Dino Survival in the sauropod enclosure. Or should I say one of the sauropod enclosures. Well, technically the sauropod enclosure, because the other one's kind of a mixed bag of different dinosaurs, you know, Stegosaurus, Paratosaurus, Albertosaurus. Well, this one's just Majungasaurus and Brachiosaurus. And a T-Rex somewhere. I don't know where the T-Rex is. It's in here somewhere. It's a big ass enclosure. This is New Blood 93, by the way. Which is part of the Jurassic Park, the Return Jurassic Park DLC. I like to just make parks using that because, you know, don't have to worry about the building. Just put any old crap down, just like put a massive enclosure of dinosaurs. That's more like it. Although, you know, the regular one with the whole Jurassic World theme and all that one's nice as well, but you just can't make parks like this kind of widespread. Where is that bloody key? There it is. Just standing around, not exactly safe, you know. You just come around here with your car, and then it's like, oh, a freaking T-Rex, you know, it'd be behind the fence usually. I mean, I even do that often. I'll have like large carnivores and more dangerous herbivores kind of like in their own enclosure that the car just passes by, but whatever. Also, I forgot all about this nice little thing I did over here. It's like, look at that, that's nice. Little kind of islands. It's like I had this wide open space, it's like, why not use it? I've got 100 dinosaurs in this park and I still have, it's like, I hear people complaining about like the islands not being all that big, but sometimes I feel like there's too much room. But at the same time, if you were to go well over 100, then you definitely run into some issues trying to fit the dinosaurs and run the game, especially on console. I can't imagine, like, the game struggles when it's like well over 100. Like, once you get the 100 mark, you started to push it a bit on console. Anyways, this is a tag team match to determine who will go to the next pay-per-view to face the tag team champions. So let's begin. No stat increases, no different skins, no nothing. This is just a straight up match between herbivores and carnivores. Also, I'd actually put this park together not long after recording the previous pay-per-view, the what was it, Dino Elimination. I've also changed the you know, settings so they don't get pissy now here. So for the rest of this and also change it so that's, you know, daytime. But as I was saying, so that is like, I made this park back in, like, the last save file says like the date 28th of September, but it might have been a bit earlier than that, maybe mid-September, when I put this park together in preparation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Chasmosaurus to the park.
And the funny thing is, it's, you know, it's November the 5th. This is like only now getting around to it. And I was originally going to like record it some point in October, but didn't end up doing that because an old version of Windows was taking forever to, you know, delete itself, which is finally done now. But because that was taking forever, I was like, there's not enough space to record multiple parts of this game. Well, it could have been, maybe, I could push it. Because I record on a site, like, there's 2 different hard drives, and the one I record on is not as good, not as much space. But I transfer, like, the save files onto the other one when editing, if that makes sense.
We are pleased to welcome the Ceratosaurus to the park.
I mean, I could just switch it back around, you know? It's just like having both on the better one, but... Can Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus make up for their previous failure? Oh. Is the battle over already? I set it to maximum combat. Because I was like, no, let's just get the show on the road. Albertosaurus got 2 shots in and it's barely done any damage. Ceratosaurus, back off, Ceratosaurus! No! I mean, Chasmosaurus. This fight is over before they even really become on the wrong thing. This was a very short one. Yeah, I guess. Because it took Majungasaurus a while to get out, it gives Ceratosaurus plenty of time to get the win. Yep, Majungasaurus is doing the same back here. It's gotta be the shortest match so far. Like, not on this pay-per-view, but in general, in all the ones I've done. That sound effect, though, is like, ding! It makes me think of Operation Genesis or something. It's like when you constantly get messages where it's like, hey! One of the guests has been killed by a dinosaur, except I don't think it has something. It's kind of had the same kind of dramatic distance. And Majungasaurus just does not have much, you know, in the way of kill animation. It has to be a very specific type of dinosaur for it to even have one, because of how small it is. Well, that was a short match. Majungasaurus and Ceratosaurus, are they gonna fight? Nope. They're having a drinking contest. Well, that was the shortest match on the card right there. The next match will mark the point where I will alter stats for the dinosaurs. So that, you know, we can balance things out. Because the next match is going to see Chungkingosaurus versus Albertosaurus in a tag team match for the tag titles, and I want them to be a bit more evenly matched than they're set, leaving it to default, because then Albertosaurus will just instantly destroy Chungkingosaurus because of how unbalanced the default stats are for herbivores. Herbivores just don't get shit. Anyways, so I'll have a promo from I don't know. Maybe the Albertosaurus again, or maybe Chungkingosaurus, or maybe Suchomimus. Because Suchomimus is the one getting all the promos, even though Suchomimus lost, and that might be a reason to insert a promo from Suchomimus. It depends. It depends how I feel when I finally get around to recording the promos. It's big VC. Either way, on with whatever the hell, and on to the next match afterwards. Well, see you there.
Suchomimus, having lost your match against Albertosaurus, how do you feel? How do I feel? How do I feel? I was robbed of another match where I would have shined, damn it. That damn Allosaurus is gonna cost Team Carnivore that match. You hear me? If it was me, I'd say Team Carnivore has that match won. 100% guaranteed. And you know what? I challenge that whole team to a match at the next pay-per-view. Because I've been screwed over so much I can't challenge for the Dino Championship anytime soon. But you know what? That low Razor Championship, bring it on. I'll take them all on. And you know, Spinosaurus retains the Dino Championship. I guess he'll be too much of a coward to be in that match. I don't care about that though. Because you know what? If this match does happen, I'm gonna win that title. That low Razor Championship is mine. Get out of my face.
Welcome back. I hate when it does that. To Dino Survival. You know what? Doing this right here. I'll do that again in 3, 2, 1, 0. Just for syncing up the audio. It's just like half the time when I freaking go to click on this stuff, you know, left click, ends up right clicking instead. I don't know how I keep doing that. But anyways, we're in the Ceratosaurus enclosure. It's a bit of an odd looking enclosure. A bit hilly, a bit rocky, a bit meh. But the shape fit's interesting. It kind of looks like a frown. Anyways, wait. Oh, I forgot to change the settings again. Just like I thought you said you did that, yeah, but I didn't save after it, so, let's do that, and that. Albertosaurus first or no? The underdog goes first. See, I've altered the stats. I don't think they're perfectly balanced, but I didn't intend for them to be perfectly balanced. I was kind of like thinking, like, what dinosaur would have the most power or defense? And as I often tend to do, I kind of went defense route for the herbivore here.
We are pleased to welcome a Chungkingosaurus to the park.
While the carnivore favors attack. But even with their advantages, it remains to be seen how much it will hold up in battle. I mean, setting the combat to maximum, the battle might be over before the second Albertosaurus gets out. But then again, I've balanced these dinosaurs out enough to the point where they'll probably be able to go at least 2 rounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Albertosaurus to the park.
Oh sure, they get entrance music from both of them. Chungkingosaurus only got entrance for the first one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Albertosaurus to the park.
I don't know, that music cue kind of felt like it was at least timed a bit. Oh. Like I would go straight into capture mode here, but I want to see like the damage inputs. Ooh my! Oh my God! Chungkingosaurus might pull off the win. Oh, nope. Albertosaurus has the attack power. Letting you see they're kind of fairly balanced for the most part. Albertosaurus has more strength and does more damage, but Chungkingosaurus could pull off a surprise win, actually. You never know. Especially with combat set on the maximum. Although unlike Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus, the Albertosaurus will not fight amongst each other. They are an actual team. You know what I find strange is this skin right here. Looks more like it'd be like, I don't know, steppe perhaps, right? But no, it's freaking alpine. It makes no sense. Meanwhile, Chungkingosaurus there. I mean, think of like how loud it would be if you stand in there. How loud the ground underneath their feet would sound. Like boom, boom, boom. Anyways, I mean, these guys fit their, you know, pattern, skin, rainforest. It doesn't really look like overly blue, but then again, most of them aren't. Also, those wounds, man. I remember a Jurassic Park toy as a kid that had like wounds on the dinosaur where you could take off the bit of the dinosaur's skin, which is pretty morbid when you think about it, to reveal a wound and bones underneath. Was your tail glitching out there? Also, as you noticed there, I wanted it so, like, you know, the cars would go past the ring here, you know? So, you know, because no people are going to be walking around there, because it doesn't work that way in the Jurassic Park era. Only in Jurassic World will they wander around to areas like this, because we'd have viewing galleries. But with Jurassic Park, all you've got is the car, and that's about it. Look how coordinated they are, except not really, they're not coordinated at all. Oh my god, it looked like he was gonna straight on bite it on the tail and just tear it apart. It's like, no, I'm afraid we don't do that here. We must have our scripted fight sequence for the combat. We cannot attack in a similar way that happened in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Who's gonna win? Oh! Thunderous blow to the head. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gave him a chance. But, inevitably, Chungkingosaurus came up short. Albertosaurus is now... What should I say? Albertosaurus is? Saurus? Whatever. They are the reigning champions now. They're the inaugural tag team champions. Question is, will this poor Chungkingosaurus also get knocked out? It looks like it's... It's like, it looks so friendly, doesn't it? And then he's like, get over here so I can rip you apart. Like, I'm already ripped apart. Do I have to? Alright, let's do this. Ow! Oh, he's still standing? Ooh! It would be surprised if Chungkingosaurus knocked out his Albertosaurus, but it's highly unlikely. Yep. It's over. Just got headbutted to death. I wonder if they'll ever fix the animations of the dinosaurs, because more often than not the kill animations just looks really awkward. What have I done? He's a bit confused, just like, we won the tag titles, now what? Well, now what is, we're going to go on to the triple threat match for the Dino Championship. So we will have a promo maybe from Stegosaurus or Ankylosaurus. Not Spinosaurus though, Spinosaurus is pretty much Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar doesn't do the talking, so, yeah. Spinosaurus is like, comes in, kicks the crap out of all the dinosaurs, leaves, remaining champion since I started doing these videos because he won the Rumble. And he successfully defended each time except the previous time, which ended in a kind of no contest. But will Spinosaurus be able to retain in a triple threat match where only one fall counts? Stegosaurus could knock out Spinosaurus and win, Ankylosaurus could knock out Spinosaurus and win, or Spinosaurus could knock out either of the two and win. How will that go? Find out after whichever dinosaur I choose to give a promo to. On with that!
Stegosaurus, what are your thoughts heading into this triple threat match for the Dino Championship? I beat Spinosaurus at the previous pay-per-view, and I can do it again. Spinosaurus, your reign is about to end, because I'm taking the title in this match. And if we meet again in the main event, I'll be sure to defeat you for the third time. Well, that was Stegosaurus giving his thoughts on the upcoming matches.
And we're back in Dino Survival. Albertosaurus enclosure, Stegosaurus and Albertosaurus. It's kind of a big enclosure, so who really knows where the rest of them are? Just waiting for the incubation, you know? Oh, there's the Albertosaurus. Just chilling in here with Stegosaurus and Albertosaurus. There we go. It's time for the triple threat match for the Dino Championship. You know, I usually balance out the stats, but this time I was kind of like, balance it out, but at the same time it's like, yeah, whatever, you know. This one I wanted to give Spinosaurus a bit more added strength, you know, a bit of a strength boost. Simply because, unlike Stegosaurus and Ankylosaurus, you know, Spinosaurus has to deal with both of them, while Stegosaurus and Ankylosaurus will not fight each other, obviously, so... Ankylosaurus stats can't be boosted too much, so I went with favoring defense, like I usually do. Favoring attack for the Stegosaurus with some good defense as well. And again, I'm not sure how resilience comes into play. It might come into play a bit with combat, but whatever. Let's begin. Oh, it was Ankylosaurus and the previous pay-per-view defeated Indominus Rex of all dinosaurs. It's technically not a real dinosaur, but whatever, you get the idea. But the frickin' Indominus Rex. You may have noticed Spinosaurus isn't in the same hatchery. It's because Champion gets the hatchery all to themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Stegosaurus to the park.
Will it be Stegosaurus' time to shine? You know what? I'm just trying to remember. Oh yeah, it was Giganotosaurus defeated Stegosaurus at the previous pay-per-view. Or was it the one before? I can't remember. I think it was Dino maybe. Where the Lower Asia Championship changed hands to Giganotosaurus. Now look at this. This is an odd pairing, isn't it? Ankylosaurus and Stegosaurus. Now for the champion. Spinosaurus is here and means business. Yeah, I should have boosted the defense a little more, but I boosted the attack a lot. Ankylosaurus, you know, might not stand a chance. This match might be over before she breaks. Ankylosaurus has superior defense though, so maybe that'll make up for the onslaught of the power that the Spinosaurus has. Or not. Oh! Ankylosaurus Gargano is not in, otherwise this match is over. If this match ends so abruptly, I will laugh. You'll be like, wait, no, it is! Oh my god, really? It's over, man. The Stegosaurus didn't even get a chance to do anything. They're conserving their energy for the main event. Ooh, Spinosaurus retains. Should have at least boosted the attack a bit on you in the Ankylosaurus, but I'm afraid there's not much I could really boost because, much like Triceratops in this game, Ankylosaurus, a iconic dinosaur, gets the shit stick when it comes to stat boost, while the more obscure ones get the freaking better stats. It makes no sense to me. It would be interesting to see Stegosaurus versus Spinosaurus, but this is a triple threat match and not elimination. Let's see if they will go fight there. Maybe. Just to see if it'll end on a stalemate or whatnot. And then we'll be on to the next match. Or they're just not gonna fight at all. Conserving your energy for the main event. Fair enough. So, Spinosaurus retains. The next match will be the small herbivorous carnivore elimination tag team match. So we'll get a promo from one of the dinosaurs in that match. And then we'll move on to that match. So on with that.
Albertosaurus, having won the tag titles tonight, how do you feel? We feel great! Great! Chungkingosaurus, you may have put up a fight there, but we came out on top. And now we hear that we'll be facing Ceratosaurus and Majungasaurus at the next pay-per-view. Well, let me tell you this. Unlike those two, we are a team. Team! Those two fools don't realize that there ain't no I in team. It takes cooperation to be a team, and that's what we have. We are a team. Team! Let's see them try to win at the next pay-per-view. But they won't, of course, because we're the real deal. Yeah!